Well, like Eghbali said on Rosenior, we had the opportunity to work with him daily for 18 plus months, so we knew what we were getting. We think he has every attribute to be successful here. He got off to a great start. We've had a tough past 5-6 matches, but I think we're behind Liam. Of course, it's a results business, but we think he can be successful long term. So, James, what are the significance of those quotes? Because when you take it at face value, I think isn't the biggest vote of confidence, is it?
It's not. I think it's a vote of confidence of sorts. He praised Liam Rosenior, still believes he is the man to lead the side forward. Referred to the fact he had a great start in charge and then results have changed a little bit. And he did say it's a results business. The significance being that he is the majority owner of Chelsea, the co-founder of Clear Lake Capital. He's been in charge since 2022. This is probably the second time in public we've heard him speak about Chelsea. And it comes at a time where there is a bit of scrutiny on the club. They're 4 points off of fifth place Liverpool now. Results are changing, lost the last 3 in the Premier League. And actually, just because of the congested nature of the Premier League, they're only 6 points off of Newcastle in 14th. Mm-hmm. So this is a season that could go one way or another. And Chelsea not being in the Champions League will not be part of Behdad Eghbali's plan. So it is very significant. There's been a lot of question marks around unity amongst Liam Rosenior's team. We've seen Enzo Fernandez speak out and then be suspended by the club for 2 games. Marc Cucurella spoke out too, and I think they had a word with him privately about comments he made. So look, there's a lot of eyes on Chelsea at this present time. But I think for all football fans, you want to hear from the owners at times. You want to hear from the number 1 or number 2 people who are making those significant decisions at your football club. And it's a significant time to hear from Behdad Eghbali.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans would actually like to hear from the owners a bit more frequently, actually, wouldn't they? What do you think the fans will make of these comments?
Look, first of all, I think I think some will be quite pleased, actually, because one of the biggest criticisms you would say about the ownership model is this a fascination with signing young players and targeting the younger players to develop them and then potentially sell them as a profit. Fans think that is the ambitions of the ownership. Well, Eghbali's said, no, we care about Chelsea. Our success for Chelsea is seeing them lift trophies. Now, bear in mind, they lifted the Club World Cup trophy last summer. They want to see more of that. He also indicated a change in transfer policy in bringing in more experience, more proven Premier League players into the club. Now, again, that's been something fans have been craving for at Chelsea, to go alongside some of the talented youngsters that they have at the club. And I think the timing, again, is quite interesting because this weekend, Chelsea fans are planning a protest against the Blueco ownership model, alongside Strasbourg fans too, by the way, who are protesting this weekend. That timing of him speaking out before a protest being made is quite interesting. Whether that was tactical, whether he did that to ensure that he kind of calms the tension down within the whole model, remains to be seen. But for Strasbourg, they won last night. They beat Mainz 4-0 in the Europa Conference League. They're in the semi-final. And I think their 4th goal scorer on the night is joining Chelsea in the summer. So there's still links and benefits for the club. But look, fascinating insight. It's always fascinating when we do hear from the owners. The timing it feels critical for Chelsea. It feels critical for the ownership. It feels critical for the man right behind you there, Liam Rosenior, as well, because if Chelsea don't get Champions League football, the pressure's going to ramp up so much more. Yeah.